Question number 11, Phil Twyford.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Housing. Does he stand by his statement that the housing situation in Christchurch is a challenge and not a crisis?
Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Housing, yes, while as a result of the Christchurch earthquakes there was significant loss in that housing stock, building consents are now at a 37-year high, with almost 600 new dwellings and 29 new homes being consented every day since September. Mr Speaker, the challenge is being met.
Supplementary question, Phil Twyford.
How many affordable homes will be built in Christchurch, given that Jerry Brownlee says the government is already well on the way to delivering more housing in Christchurch at a scale and timeline that equals Labour's plan?
Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Housing, I do wish the member would quote my colleague accurately. He said that we are ahead of the curve as far as the potential plan from the Labour Party is concerned.
Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Phil Twyford.
Does he agree with New Brighton resident Sue Davidson when she says they have been forgotten? And why, after 3 years, has the government never proposed anywhere in Canterbury the kind of innovative hands-on approach that Labour has announced for New Brighton?
Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Housing, while I do not have responsibility for the regeneration program in the suburb of New Brighton and Christchurch, what I can tell the member is that there have been discussions going on for a very long time about urban renewal in Christchurch, and that what we have seen in the last few days from the Labour Party is a desperate attempt to get on the bus and start claiming that in 18 months' time, should they be the government, they may do something. Mr Speaker, by then they will be able to see the action well and truly started.
Supplementary question, Phil Twyford.
With MB estimating a shortfall of 7,000 homes in Christchurch, why is he refusing to get behind Labour's plan to build 10,000 affordable starter homes in Christchurch when all of the evidence points to a crisis at the affordable end of the market?
Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
On behalf of the Minister for Housing, as I said earlier, answering a question as would have been EQC Minister, doesn't matter how many times you put emotive and flowery language into questions. The reality of facts that are presented is far more important. Mr Speaker, rents, for example, in Christchurch remain significantly cheaper than they are in Auckland. There is also, sir, 1,100 houses available on the Trade Me website as of this morning. So, Mr Speaker, when there is so much stock still available, but a recognition that we do have to replace some or a good number of the nearly 8,000 houses that have been red zoned, and we've got a program to do it, and we are seeing the consents coming through at a rate of about 5,000 a year, then of course the challenge is being met. It's not a crisis, it is a challenge.
Question number 12, Chris Ockenville.